Hey guys, what's going on? According to the thing, it says we're live here. So decided to check out the new, or at some point new, in the recent past, go live feature here on YouTube. So as we all know, or many of us at least, Google Hangouts, as far as broadcasting along YouTube, which many folks have been using as a staple for a while, is going away on August 1st. Once that goes away, apparently I have heard through the grapevine, Google Hangouts shall still be available for offline. And if somebody wanted to, they could broadcast through third-party editing software, broadcasting software such as OBS Streamlabs, something along those lines. Because when I went right into the functionality itself, oh, hey, Wookiee Lives Matter, what's happening? But yeah, when I initially went in to the go live function, basically I'm utilizing Google Chrome right now. So when I went in there, it basically said you have the ability to go live. So basically go live, upload a video, create a community post, something like that. So you go in there, and then it would give you a couple of options. So it has the stream version, which is beta, which I tried to click the button to go live, and it didn't work. It didn't really do anything. So basically it straight up says that in order to use the stream beta function, you must actually have third-party broadcasting software, and actually gives you a link to download third-party broadcasting software. So I'm sure they'd give you a list of something like that. I already have OBS. I have broadcast through OBS, but I was kind of curious on this functionality. So I figured I'd just kind of give it a look, what's happening. So yeah, that's what we got going on, Mr. Wookie. Basically what I ended up doing is the first option it has there is just your default webcam. So I'm under the assumption that this is something akin to just your standard mobile. Basically, it would just have something up there, and basically just kind of like on your phone. Yeah, I see the screen here. I can see the number of folks watching the stream, the number of likes, as well as it does have the chat straight up over here on the side as well, which is very convenient. And as far as I know, that's pretty much the same as going live for mobile, because if we've noticed, they've tried to streamline a lot of this stuff. And I do think a lot of it is to free up a lot of back-end server space, just because if you're doing all this fancy code, dealing with like all these millions and probably upwards now billions hours of actual video content, if you can make it simpler and streamline it, because anybody that's created a WordPress-based website probably within the past 10 or 15 years, you'll actually notice that the side there for YouTube, it is very similar to how one would create a web page. So they're just trying to blend things together, I believe. Hey, Matt Barkley, what's happening, my man? No, I'm just trying the new Go Live feature, just straight up on YouTube itself. So this is the first option there, which is just your basic. You use your webcam, you use your mic, and you see what's going on. I assume, since I'm not hearing a lot of terribly bad things, folks can actually hear me, as my $15 Logitech headset, I can tell it's on its way out. My right ear is already gone, and I think the mic is getting ready to fail. So I'll have to go over to Target and shill out another $15 to get a Medicare approved headset, because apparently this is the way to go. It's like the old Dell keyboards. Those are my favorite for gaming, just because I never just ponied up a couple $100 for one of those super fancy gaming keyboards. I'm like, hey, my WASD keys are still working. I'm all right. So, hey, non-con streamist, what's happening? Oh, beavers. Wait, drop beavers. That's a thing? Where they drop from? The dam? How big a dam? Oh my God, dude. If the Hoover Dam was ever invaded by drop beavers, dude, you could be at the bottom of that dam and you'd have like a 320-foot drop for that beaver. Dude, that would be fatal. It'd be the end of you and the beaver at the same time. Like there's no coming past that. But speaking of stream functionality here, yeah, essentially, if you actually want to do a stream apparently with other individuals, you will need to download third-party encoding software such as OBS, or they do actually have a link. So I didn't actually click on the link, which probably would have been useful, seeing as I could have actually taken screenshots and actually done some real preparation for this. But I'm like, you know what? As a wise zero once said, push the button. Just push the button. So I pushed the button. Unfortunately, without OBS loaded with the encoding link and the stream key and stuff, I couldn't do the fancy stream. So I'm just doing this right now. So as we're 5 minutes in, oh my God, people are actually watching. Oh, Idaho, 1948, parachuting beaver. Oh dear God. What? Well, the interesting thing about this is I can absolutely believe that. I'm not sure the theory behind the parachuting beavers. Um, but all I know is the UK was developing pigeon guided missiles at one point. They literally were using, I think, B.F. Skidder's concepts of basically just being able to condition something because they could train the pigeons to focus on a particular point. So what would happen is the pigeon would actually adjust and try to go towards that particular point and basically re-guide the missile. So utilizing our the creatures upon that crawleth and flieth upon the earth, it isn't anything new. Just keep the laser beams away from the dolphins because you know the sharks will end up grabbing them, and then it's GG. So, oh, we got a Tim Tarbox. Hey, what's going on, my man? I haven't seen you for a while. What's the good word? Oh, I forgot. I'm in Discord. Hello, MC. How are we doing? Oh, well, apparently I'm live streaming because I wanted to test that go live function on YouTube, and I forgot I was still in this Discord voice chat. So right now I'm currently broadcasting out to a couple of folks. We got a Matt Barkley, we got some Wookie Lives Matter, the non-con streamist. We got a Tim Tarbox, we got a Sharadi here, the Matt Barkley, which I think I already said. Oh, hi, Sharadi. How are we doing? I'm doing a live stream. Oh, are you trying to be meta? Oh, well, you're gonna have to try a lot harder than that. So, no, I was. Oh, well, that's fair. I look forward to it. So, as I was just telling MC here, which you guys can feel free to, to lurk in my chat as well and utilize a minimal amount of bandwidth and just kind of X out just so I could to get those hours and everything up because I'm a blatant shill. So, hey, you got to embrace what you are. But basically, when you go into that go live function, essentially what happens, you're presented with a couple of choices. The default choice is to use Stream, which is currently in the beta version. In order to use that, you do need third-party encoding software, such as an OBS or any other one. They do provide a link so you can actually get some download and install. However, if you do not need to have anything fancy right now, what I'm doing is I just did the first option, which is just utilizing whatever hardware is built in to your computer, or if you have like an external camera, Logitech or something. I think I still got someone hiding around here somewhere from back in the day. But essentially, you just use your webcam. As far as I can see, it's only you just have one person in here. I don't see the ability to add anyone else. Let me just go through here. I have a little thingamajigger. Okay, it only lets me share, embed, copy. Oh, I can send it by I can share my stream. It gives me a little button here. If I had encoding software up, I would show you. But one of the options is you have the ability to share, and then it gives you the links to like Facebook, to Twitter's, different blog posts, Reddit, Tumblr. Oh, that's still a thing. Pinterest. That looks like some Slavic or something. Bakrata. LinkedIn, Mix, and then you can sell it via email. Well, to be fair, it's like you're removing steps in the process. Anytime you can simplify something, you're always going to increase efficiency. Again, on average, and I think this is one of the reasons why YouTube and Google kind of did this whole thing because just I've noticed personally from utilizing WordPress websites and just doing some basic website building that the new left-hand bar on YouTube and everything, it's set up very similar to the back end of a WordPress website. So I really think they're just trying to simplify things. And if you simplify, because let's face it, dude, like the base YouTube was created what, like 2004, 2005. I did YouTube back in the day at like 2009, where we're 10, 15 years past that. So the amount of it just, and this is something I harken back to that Cabby always said, is that basically a lot of the code we have now, it's just built off of old things, and then they just kind of built layers and layers on top of that. You can do that all you want, but you're also going to need to require more processing power, more energy, just more information to deal with things that are complex. Because I'll be straight up, like a lot of websites nowadays, it's like I'm not sure they really load much faster than what I remember from almost 10 years ago. Because I realize these websites are more enriched now, but every once in a while you got to kind of go back and maybe look at the thing from the ground up and do some very basic functionality. And this is what they've done. So like for a guy like Sticks that just gets in front of his camera and just speaks his piece, this is fine. So, oh god, oh no, no. Let's not discuss dial-up. That is one of those things. I think anyone that grew up in the America Online age that remembers the dude. I swear that is a trigger for tens of millions of people. It has to be. Oh my god. Dude, I'll be straight up. I'll be straight up. Now, if there is a privilege in the world as far as it goes to digital communications, having missed that and not having heard that might be a blessing. I truly feel that just and your servers are full. Oh, we cannot connect. Or all of a sudden somebody picks up the phone when you're in the middle of doing. You're like, no, I gotta spend another 30 minutes to log on. Oh my god, why is this? But yeah, speaking of streaming, yeah. So if you actually want to stream with additional people, I do not currently see a functionality to add anyone else. As far as I know, this is just using my computer right here as the client. I'm broadcasting right now over the great and vast internet of stuff and things that we have here, and it is coming to you live via the internets over the YouTube. So that's where we're at right now. As far as actually doing a fancier stream with additional functionality, you do need OBS. I no, I just so I'm not. I don't think anyone can actually hear me on. I'll hear you guys on the stream just because it should be broadcasting through my mic. If I were utilizing OBS and I knew what the hell I was doing, I would actually have you guys on. That would actually be the stream beta functionality. So it was like basically what MC was just saying to everybody that's not in Discord is that he was asking me, in order to do what I'm doing right now, would I need the stream key or anything from one's channel? The answer to that is no, because I'm just utilizing the base webcam functionality here. As far as actually doing a stream with being able to share screen and everything, because I don't see any ability here to actually share my screen. I only see a live counter, the standard YouTube on. No, no, I'm just using just because when if you hit the button, if you're utilizing Chrome MC, just kind of at the top of YouTube, you go in. I cannot. That is the because right now what this is, it appears to me that this is basically just a desktop rip from the mobile. Because let's face it, mobile is an extreme growing market. I know I probably consume most of my content mobily, usually via audio. Uh, but the thing is, all it has here is your live timer, your number of folks watching, number of likes, I'm assuming dislikes too. Somebody could probably dislike, and I'll probably see it there. But now, basically, all I can hear is the mic button. And see, and okay, I take it I probably couldn't be heard by the folks actually listening on stream rather than Discord. As far as the sharing, it only I can copy it here. So, like, if I post this here, that's the link to the stream in the chat. I assume it is. Let me. Can anyone hear MC? Here, let me boost up your audio. Can anybody hear MC speaking that's watching via YouTube? Do you hear a faint little voice? Yeah. All right. Well, since MC is trying to harass me and distract from the conversation, we're just going to do this. All right. So now that Discord is muted and I cannot hear any of the horrific things that are obviously coming out of MC's mouth right now. Oh, hey, Jensen. What's happening, my man? No, yeah, we're just testing out the functionality. So basically, if somebody just wants to go live and just be able to have them and the folks, I mean, you can utilize the basic go live functionality. You do the webcam. It's going to use whatever webcam is built in or any peripheral. You do need to grant access, at least for me, utilizing Google Chrome. You need to grant access for them to utilize it. Once you do have that access, you can do something like this. So, I mean, if somebody wanted to do audio, I suppose you could throw up a picture. You could throw your gaffer tape if you don't want to show your face or something. But yeah, this is just basic raw mobile functionality. This really is what it is here. So you still have the ability to communicate to folks. Let me see the send feedback button. Oh, oh! I'm gonna send some feedback now. Hold on. Share screen function or use of an avatar would be cool. Smiley face. There we go. All right, we're gonna shoot that off to the YouTuber land and stuff and things. So, oh, they thank me for my feedback. You're very welcome. Um, all right, let's see. Are there any additional functionalities with chat? No, I basically see the same thing. I can pop out the chat here, so it just looks like your standard when you pop out the chat on a video. So it really does look like they've tried to streamline a lot of things. I do think some of this is tied into what they're trying to do with Google Stadia. Basically, that's their cloud-based gaming. So basically, you can hop on from even a not very fancy computer, as long as you have a decent enough internet connection. The Googs will be doing the processing for you. Again, conceptually, I get it. Are we there yet? I don't know, but these changes will definitely increase the likelihood of success, because if you're taking a lot of pressure off the Google backbone, you're obviously going to be freeing up a lot of bandwidth, especially if Hangouts does not have to directly broadcast to their servers, as well as going to YouTube and everything like that, because it was a separate product that Google just kind of integrated into YouTube for convenience sake. But again, Google Hangouts is going away August 1st. So if anybody wants to kind of stream like you did before, with the ability to currently share screen, the ability to currently basically do anything fancy or whatnot, you are going to need third-party encoding software. So again, those of us that have done it before, we should be okay. What I really would love to see is some form of just maybe something easier than OBS, because OBS, it makes sense once you've used it a couple of times, but if you're not very familiar with it, you're like, oh my god, I'm talking, nobody can hear me, and it's not like any boomers like irate would ever be conducting interviews and occasionally forgetting to unmute themselves, because as we know, nobody's ever done that. Oops. So yeah, all these stuff and things happen, but oh, how quiet am I? Hold on, let me actually go to my stream. Let me listen to my voice and cringe. Oh, okay. Oh, that was because I muted myself. I'm sorry. I was trying to troll myself to troll the chat, and I don't even know sometimes. Ooh, I left the chat. Hold on. Can I go back? Oh no! How do I resist? Okay, the chat is back if you click out on it. All right. There we go. All right. Oh, let's see what we got Brian the Observer. What's happening, Brian? How you doing, man? All right. Oh, yes, MC. Yes, I should be available for tomorrow, and I will not. I'm sorry. I made choices that seem beneficial, and I I may or may not have gone to visit ex Mrs. Memes, and I I may or may not should have just streamed with you. I'm sorry. I made the incorrect choice. But these things happen. So all right, what we got, Brian? Face the stream key is yep. Oh, okay, OBS. Oh, Tim Park. Oh, I think that Google's doing something better. I mean, go figure. I mean, it's not like I've gained benefit over using something like Gmail or the YouTube's or anything else that has actually benefited me over the years, that has really not cost me any money except pretty much forking over my entire privacy rights to the Googs, so to make advertisements that come up before I even want them or anything. Because how will I know that I want to buy something unless I have a flashy ad catch my eye? So these things happen. Uh, let's see, non-con streamers. Yeah, no, dude. If you want to learn to use OBS, I'm happy to work with folks, because that's what I'll probably do after this. If there's another stream going on with some of the folks on this side of the internet, I'm happy to hop on there. But this is going to be one of the big things. I believe Jeff Holiday does have an OBS tutorial. I saw they were listed as videos. I never actually clicked on them. I think Optimus taught me pretty much everything I know on OBS, more or less. Optimus and Bash. But oh, there is a replacement coming. It will be the same and only costs $6. See, dude, that's what I was saying. As long as you got something with just your basic audio, video, the ability to just kind of show what you got on your screen and stuff like that, you don't really need much else. And I asked a bunch of folks, I'm like, well, would you pay like $5 a month just for something very simple like that you just pop in your stream key and then you can go live? You taxes your system minimally for resources. I mean, I think that's a very useful thing. And for $6, that's $1 more than I was estimating. You know, if it works well, why the hell not? Because OBS is nice. It does utilize a fair bit of computing power and RAM, because it's literally a broadcast studio that you can, if you know what you're doing and you have enough resources, you can pretty much do the same thing that CNN does, that freaking what is it, Fox News, MSNBC. You could literally be in a studio. Like, what do you think folks like David Pakman and Dave Rubin, apparently a lot of folks that have the name Dave, they utilize OBS because it's open broadcast software. The code is available. Folks have the ability to make modifications, and you can add your scenes, your background. I grab a couple of green screens. I can do the whole daily show, reporting live from the White House, reporting live from North Korea, this and that. And you can do lots of funny skits. Like this is what I love about the internet and audio video. Like, this is why I've always been a fan, just being able to just kind of put things on there, just crafting a well-made video, even though I really haven't done that in a while, and just getting things to line up so that you're creating a piece of art and stuff. And if you can actually communicate with other folks across the globe utilizing the power that is the Internet of Stuff and Things, then I think that's a good thing. But let me just double check the chat here. Oh, Brian, you have an OBS tutorial on your channel. Oh, there you go, dude. I mean, if you want to put a link to that video in the chat, dude, shill that out. Can you do that? Can folks without wrenches do that? I can give you a wrench for a minute. I don't know. Can you without it? Well, see, I like Dave Pakman. I'm actually on his Discord as well. The thing is with Dave Pakman, it's like I feel like he gets trolled every once in a while, just because I'll see his post and he's like, Donald Trump is melting down during Robert Mueller's testimony and stuff. I'm like, all right. So by melting down, you saying that he's tweeting a whole bunch of BS? Because, as we know, President Trump would never go on a tweet storm about random stuff and things to kind of get people's goat, to kind of just throw some gasoline on the fire, because the president would never do that. And then if you have the ability to say, look at this, he's going nuts, it's okay. Now, as Lionel Media would say, you're the cat running around chasing the laser pointer, man. I could be wrong. Maybe Dave is spot on. I appreciate what the guy does, because I mean, he straight up said the other day, he's like, yeah, there's certain topics that I just won't touch because of a certain amount of backlash from a small part of the left, as he would say. Because, I mean, let's face it, I think, and again, MC is going to rail at me, even though he can't yell at me right now because I'm by myself. It's that, yes, it does happen on, I'd say both, I'd say many sides at many different times. Certain things you don't want to touch on. And that's one of the reasons why I like utilizing the internet, because it's like, all right, I'm like, I see folks pushing conservative arguments, and I'm like, to be fair, I think you could actually make a better conservative argument by making a more liberal push here, because then you might actually be able to get enough folks to support it to get something done. Or at the same time, a lot of folks more on the left, more liberalish folks, I'm like, okay, yeah, I support that. Yeah, universal healthcare, like that's a great thing. I mean, the whole concept of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. I don't know, those sound like pretty good arguments to me. But as a self-identified masshole, I must say that yeah, we have Romney Care up here in Massachusetts. We had to make really tough cuts, but we did it. There was pain, but we did pass universal health care. So it's kind of like, yes, we did that under Governor Romney as well. So I'm like, oh, maybe we can go left by going right. Isn't that an ancient trope? Isn't that something that should come around once every several hundred dozen years or so? I don't know. I'm getting ready to go into Jack Black, but I'm driving people away. I'm driving people away. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, there's MC trolling the chat. But yeah, I just wanted to just kind of give a just real quick update on kind of what was going on, the functionality within just the normal Go Live. So basically, if you don't have any encoding software, this is what you get right here. You get a webcam. You can use your mic. You have the ability to just kind of have the chat up here. It's very basic, very stripped down. This is all we got. If you want to do anything fancier, you are going to need to utilize some form of OBS or third-party software. So, but yeah, anybody that wants to check that out, they can click on Brian's The Observer's icon right there and just click to go to the channel and try not to report them, because I've almost done that a bunch of times because they seem to kind of be near each other and everything. And yeah, check out his tutorial. I think I'll go do that right now. So, hey, thanks for everybody that's watching or may watch in the future. Peace out, everybody. Hit the button. Oh, it confirms end. There we go. No noobing it